Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Stu. Welcome back for another late Wales log for Genshin Impact, month of September 2023. So, this should be a short one, as I kind of alluded to in, I think, my last Wales log. I think our only new character, besides Lenny and, who is it, Lynette? I guess I'll go over them too, just in case. But I think our only new character, as of this month anyway, was Freminette. I'll leave the T silent at the end. But yeah, we got the femboy. But yeah, let's go over them real quick. I'll start with the two that we got first. So Lenny over, where is he? Here. So yeah, I rolled for Lenny. Thankfully, he showed up pretty quick. And so yeah, obviously he's only C0. I'm really not supposed to be rolling for extra constellations for anybody, so yeah, he'll stay at C0 for the time being. I was tempted to try to risk it for another copy of his bow, because I hear that this is now Ganyu's best bow if you want to use her as a as specifically a charge attacker. I'm pretty sure, because this bow has a charge attack perk, or a charge attack buff perk. So, very tempted, but I'll stick with I'll have Ganyu stick with her Aqua Simulator for the time being. Either that, or I think I still have my spare copy of Amos bow. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and for whatever reason, in case I need more Amos bows, there it is. There they are. So, but in any case, but yeah, I've got Lenny at level 90, his bow at level 90. His artifacts are trash. But I'm not really in the mood to, or even if I were in the mood, I can't really work on getting his artifacts really, cranked up. I do have, let's see, I've stopped, once again, I've stopped daily refreshing on Primo Gems. I briefly, for I think the first week of 4.0, I briefly went back to refreshing resin every day to level up, Lenny, Lynette, to grind their materials out when 4.0 first dropped. But after I got those two to level 90 and got started working on the talents, I was like, I don't feel like refreshing resin max 6 times a day anymore, so I stopped. So as you can see, I'm managing to build up a small little bank of Primo Gems again. But yeah. So once that happened, let's see. I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest with you. Anyways, back to Lenny. So, you saw earlier when I pulled up my my resin tab that I had like 230 fragile resin or something like that. I could use those to work on Lenny's artifacts. I hear he's a pretty good character. So far, I'm not too sure why I would use him. I think I can see his utility. I think, but for right now, I definitely don't see what exactly makes him a great character. I'm sure either the comments for this video will explain it to me, or I'll find out somehow through my own, on my own. Either way, I've given him a full artifact set anyway, the new 4-piece normal and charge attack damage set. I think this is what he wants. I think he does. If not, then I'll just switch into something else, because as you can see, his artifacts are pretty trash. I've just gone for, just matching main stats, so inset Pyro Cup, attack percent timepiece, and then random ass feathers and flowers. I actually don't even have this thing leveled up. I actually did not even know this. That's how little you can tell how little I've been paying attention to Lenny's artifacts. Yeah, right here. I mean, technically, this would be our best artifact, but that's only because it's an off-piece, so. But yeah. As an apology, let's get this, let's feed this and get this up to plus 20 then. Use some of my, these things. Get this leveled up real quick. And I don't give a shit that the stats are trash. I mean, all the rest of his artifacts, most of them anyway, are pretty trash anyway, so it's like, what's the difference at this point? Just get the level, level, plus 20, just so that he has a little bit more HP to work with. There we go. Energy recharge, not bad. But yeah, his artifacts are pretty trash, which is kind of surprising because now his stats are actually not bad. I mean, technically this is a 1 to 2 crit ratio, because alright, I mean something close to it, and he's got 46% energy recharge, so he gets his ult back pretty quickly. So funnily enough, I could still use him. It's just his artifacts leave a lot to be desired, obviously. Lenny definitely feels like, I believe one of his ascension stat is either crit rate or crit damage. I don't know which one it is. But with that, yeah, I can, like, Lenny should be a character where you should technically be able to, like, gear him out and get him a pretty good crit rate to crit damage ratio pretty easily. At least that's my gut feeling. So it's unfortunate that I can't, you know, give him the treatment, the treatment that I give him that I give most of my other characters. At least for not for right now. Maybe in the future I'll go back and, you know, crank out some artifacts for him, so, you know, he's not looking like this, or his stat line doesn't look like this, and he doesn't have artifacts that look fucking pathetic like this. So, but yeah, that'll be for another time though. Again, C0 only, and I have been working on his talents. Technically, I could give this one to him right now. Yeah, may as well. So yeah, been working steadily on his talents. He and his sister, and I guess his entire all of his siblings actually, Fremine, Lenny, and Lynette, those three. I'll just call them the triplets, even though they're technically not triplets. All three of them need materials from the most recent weekly boss, and since no one else needs them right now, I've already gotten, like, for example, Baiju's and I'm forgetting his name. The architect guy that who may or may not be gay for who is it? All Hytham. That dude. I mean, I have him. Why don't I look him up? This dude, Kave. Yeah, was blanking on his name for a second. Yeah. Ever since now that I have his talents max level and alongside, where is he? Baiju. Yeah. I've been able to dedicate most of my my weekly boss materials for them, for Lenny and Lynette. And hopefully the same for Fremine too, because I'm pretty sure Fremine also needs the same ones. But yeah, that's a work in progress, obviously. So that's Lenny. Let's go over Lynette. Again, assuming that I didn't already go over the twins from my last month's Wales log. So much for this video, so much for this video being short. Huh? In any case, where is she? She's Anima, right? So yeah, she's right here. So yeah, again, level 90, weapon. I've been looking for somebody to finally use Zephos' Moonlight, and finally I have a character who can. Zephos' Moonlight's been just kind of like sitting around, just chilling and collecting dust on my account. Pretty sure Zephos' Moonlight has been in the game for like at least a year or two, so yeah. I guess it feels nice to finally putting this sword to use because it's supposed to be really good. But in any case, yeah. I believe Lynette is supposed to be an EM character. With how her ultimate works, I'm assuming. So yeah, I built her full EM, as you can see here. Crit stats don't really matter, obviously. Her energy recharge stat is a little bit low. Now that I think about it, I probably would like to be a little bit higher. Then again, I haven't had like major energy issues with Lynette, so I think 20% is good enough for now. I think just to be safe, I think I'd rather have her at 30% if I could like revise one of her artifacts. The issue is that I think all of her artifacts are pretty good, so I don't know where I would replace, like what artifact I would replace. Like for example, this one, this has both attack and energy recharge, and this one's EM inset because, you know, 4-piece Viridescent. This one also has attack. Well, this one has attack. Ideally, obviously, we would also want energy charge here. So I guess this is an artifact that I could replace. Because it's not like, you know, attack percent is that important. I mean, it is. It's nice to have, but here's her feather, a little bit more EM. Actually, a lot of EM. Holy shit! I didn't realize how much EM this feather had. But yeah, lots of EM. And then a decent bit of ER. I mean, it's half her ER right there. And then here's her flower. Decent flower, actually. Decent chunk of EM, ER, and then some attack percent. And then her EM circlet with lots of attack, actually. I guess this is another artifact where technically I could look for another element, inset element, EM circlet. with ER this time instead of whatever else. But yeah, I guess they're not bad. They're pretty good, but they definitely could be a little bit better, especially with a few more ER substats. But in any case, yeah, I know we got Linny for free, and I got 2 more copies of her rolling for her brother, rolling for Linny. So she's at C2, which is nice. And as with her as well, been working on her talents wherever I can. I'm trying not to use my what are they called again? Dream solvents, because I know that I'm aware that we're not gonna get a new weekly boss for Fontaine until like 4.2 or something like that. That's what I heard. Because when I looked up the Ascension materials, like the materials that our next 2 characters need, Novelette and Risley, I think that's how his name is pronounced, literally Risley, or maybe something like Roisley or something like that. I don't know. I'm just gonna call him Risley, given how many Twitter fangirls he has at the moment. Which nothing wrong with that. He's a handsome guy. But yeah, since those 2 are slated to come out for 4.1, yeah. I believe they also need these materials, this set of weekly materials. So for now, I haven't been bothering dream solventing anything or converting anything so far. I'm saving. I have a lot of dream solvents actually. So like 18 of them I think right now. So I'm mainly saving them for Farina when she comes out with 4.2. Cause yeah, I like her and I plan on rolling for her. We'll see how far I can go for her though. She might be my first C0. Actually, no. My Venti's only a C1, so I guess I can't say that I'm inexperienced in playing low constellation Archons. But in any case, I am saving my dream solvents for her to get her talents maxed out as quickly as possible. But yeah, up until then, I'm just saving up this set of weekly materials. Because again, I'm sure Novelette and Risley probably need some there, and if I convert materials now, that'll just delay their talent level ups, blah blah blah. So, in any case, that's the progress of my Linny. She's got she's gone EM build, or I put her on EM build, and she's got 869 EM. Not bad. Ideally, I'd like her to be at like what 9 EM though. Other than that, I believe the last character we need to go over is Femine. I haven't really been technically. Obviously, I could have maxed out his level and his weapon immediately. Well, I mean, I gave him Skyward Pride because apparently he actually works with it pretty well. Obviously, that's max level because I've had that sitting around my account for God knows how long. But yeah, I didn't bother getting him to max level because not really feeling Genshin at the moment. Mainly because all my other gacha games have so many freaking events going on that I gotta take care of. So I've been slacking hard on Genshin. Like I said, I would try to 100% Sumoto before Fontaine came out. Look what so much for that. Eventually, I will get around to doing it, but saying that I was gonna do it and not doing it, it's kind of a bro moment, I'm sure. There he goes, putting on his 1,000 Leagues Under the Sea mask or helmet or whatever that's supposed to be. Also, I find it hilarious that he just stands this pose until you back out. Like, I don't think he actually takes off his helmet. So that's kind of weird. But yeah. In any case, I used him during the trial, and he seems pretty interesting, actually. The fact that he has basically a Rekka skill, kind of like D-Luke, except there's a little bit of pause between them. Except he actually does eventually take off his helmet. It just takes him a long time. And considering I like using D-Luke a lot, I'm actually kind of taking after Femine as well. So once I'm done taking care of all my other gacha events, and once I get find the time to work on his ass in between working on videos for my YouTube channel, yeah, I will also get Femine to max level. And yeah, I think that's actually the only thing I need to do for him because he already has a weapon, a pretty good weapon. Probably not the best, but apparently it's actually still pretty good on him. And let's see. I actually managed. I thought I would have to farm for more cryo pieces on him because I think he can either be played physical or cryo, and physical and Genshin Omega lol. So I decided to throw him on a cryo set, And I figured I didn't have that many good cryo pieces to give him, but turns out I actually had enough pieces to give him a full 4-piece set with an off-piece timepiece. And his stats are actually not bad for a set that I just kind of threw together like literally a couple minutes before I started recording. Obviously his crit rate is pretty low, but that's fine because he's on cryo set, and I plan on running him in freeze teams anyway. So that's plus like 55 crit rate or something ridiculous like that. So he certainly won't be hurting for crit rate. Matter of fact, he actually already has a ton of crit rate already because I have him on I've got him on a crit damage considering I have him on a crit damage circlet. So he's getting a ton of crit rate from a lot of places. Like this used to be my old my backup because English is hard. This used to be my Ganyu's old cup. For those of you who remember this from like my old Genshin Wales logs. So yeah, I've had this lying around. I was like, hey, this is perfect. I just gave it to him. Inset cryo piece with a decent amount of crit rate. Well, a little bit of crit rate, but a lot of energy recharge and attack. Yeah, I'll take it. This is an off piece. I had this lying around for a little bit. So yeah, since I gave him this one because I figured I needed a lot of crit damage on him. And that one gives him obviously a big chunk. I think it was either between this feather and this feather, and obviously he doesn't need more energy recharge because I think he already has like 46% or something. No, 58. Holy crap! And most of that is coming from his weapon, obviously, because Skyward Pride is ER main stat. So I figured this one's best for him. This one has a decent amount of crit damage anyway. And this is his flower. I think this was the only available flower that I had for him. And I kept this around because this is almost 15 frickin' crit rate. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a quad crit rate roll. Yeah, either a quad or triple. Okay, because yeah, one of them went to attack percent, unfortunately. But yeah, I gave this to him. He's getting a lot of crit rate from this, obviously. This is his crown. He's getting the rest of his crit rate from this baby, obviously. So yeah. So yeah, those are his artifacts. And so yeah, I just need to get him to level 92. And he'll be basically usable. Other than me not loving his talents yet, because he's only Ascension like 1 or something. But yeah, I'll work on them over time, hopefully. Cause yeah, I'd like to actually use him in like Abyss or something, see how well he performs. Cause in my eyes, he's essentially a cryo D-Luke. And that, as a guy who used to main freeze teams before Dendro came out, yeah, that intrigues me a lot. So, anyways, those are the 3 new characters. I haven't really worked on anybody else, so no point in me showing off anybody else for that matter. Let's see. So yeah, this is Fontaine. I've got a ton of Fontaine to explore. Obviously, you can see, as you can see, I haven't really explored much. Like basically all of the overworld I've been to. I haven't really taken the time to do all the puzzles though. Like most of the simple puzzles, like just killing enemies and whatnot, well, that wouldn't even be a puzzle to begin with. Most of the easy chests that I can get, I've done, but the rest of them, like the ones that involve you doing puzzles, whatnot, or having to explore underground or wherever, I haven't done those yet. So, yeah, maybe once I finish up Sumeru or something, which that's gonna take a long ass time. I haven't even finished up the last Sumeru expansion here. Before Fontaine, so yeah, I've got a lot of catching up on Genshin to do, that's for sure. Though how many times I'm gonna be for how many Wales logs I'm gonna be saying that, I don't know. So, but I'll do what I can to catch up, basically. I mean, speaking of catching up, I've been procrastinating on the mecha event all this time. As you can see, I haven't even done this shit, and I don't even have. I have barely over half a day to finish it. So I'm gonna have to speedrun that shit and get everything before the event ends. So if you'll excuse me, I've got an event to catch up on. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next month. Peace.